What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of Video Game Numbers. And today, we're all basketball fans first. We're going to be discussing what all fans want in the NBA Finals, which is a Lakers and Celtics matchup, which hasn't been done since 2010. Both teams are very well on the path to meeting again in the finals. So today, obviously, Berlin goes for the Lakers. I go for the Celtics. Bill's just a neutral fan. So today, we're going to be discussing how each team is going to, honor their side of the deal, right, and make the NBA Finals.
Yeah.
And so, let's go from there. We can even talk a bit about in terms of how that finals matchup or potential finals matchup kind of plays out.
I think it'll be interesting.
Let's quickly rapid fire. Let's go. What's the Lakers' path to the finals? What's it kind of look like? And I'll cover the Celtics.
I think
Bill,
I'll be the unbiased.
the unbiased opinion.
Let us know if I'm wrong or Newton's wrong. But I think...
So I think just for context as well, on the day that we're recording this, Lakers are up 3-1 against Golden State. Boston's tied 2-2 against the 76ers. That's just some context, yeah.
So you're saying you might not even make it to the conference finals?
You might not make it either. Nothing's a done deal yet.
Yeah. And just on the Western Conference, obviously on the other side of the matchup, you've got Denver and the Suns tied at 2-2 as well. And then on the Eastern Conference on the other side, you've got Miami and the Knicks with Miami up 3-1.
Yeah.
Start off with the Eastern Conference on the Celtics side. What is it going to take for, firstly, Celtics to win their matchup against the Sixers? And then who's going to come out maybe on the other side?
So I think what it's going to take for the Celtics to come out on top of the 76ers, I think it's very simple. One, Jason Tatum just has to show up, plain and simple.
Yeah.
Because, I'll pull up the stats later on the screen, but in terms of his play throughout the entire season as a whole, he has not been very good against the 76ers, especially when Embiid's going in the paint, man. You think of the best game he had in this series, it was with Embiid out. I think he had 39, 11, and 5 or something like that. Regular season out of 4 games, I remember very clearly, he had one good game. The other 3 were terrible.
Yeah.
2 of 14 type shooting nights, just dog shit. So I don't know if there's a mental factor or something there, but he just struggles against Embiid, man. Brown's a bit more consistent. He's not that much better. They both kind of struggle against the 76ers, but I think it all starts with Tatum. He has to play very well. And the team goes as far as he takes them. So I think that, it's plain and simple. He is one of the most inconsistent, superstars, right? Yeah, I knew you were going to do that. One of the most inconsistent superstars. I mean, AD's another one as well, but it all starts with Tatum. When his shot isn't falling, how can he impact the game in other ways? He is a great defender.
He can grab you double-digit rebounds.
Well, he had 18, right, the last game, and he has shown that playmaking ability as well. He can do all these things, but they're kind of far and few in between. Can he put it together in games where his shot isn't falling? Or better yet, can he just make sure his shot just falls? Just doesn't settle for side step threes, all that kind of stuff. And a lot of times, when he misses a layup or something, he thinks he gets fouled, fucking moves out his hands complaining to the rest of the court, doesn't get back in transition, and it costs them. So it's very simple. That's just the one key to winning the series. It sounds like the most obvious one because it is. But yeah, what about you?
I think Celtics definitely is still the favourites, even though they're tied 2-2. Because they're so much deeper. Arguably, their 2 best players are better than Harden and Embiid.
Arguably, I think it's pretty obvious the Tatum Brown duo is better than Embiid and Harden, unless Embiid and Harden.
But the coaching staff got to make sure that the Celtics duo actually thrives, because you got games where Brown's been popping off. He has hot starts, and then he does nothing for the second half of the rest of the game.
He turns into a spot-up shooter. Fucking Marcus Smart takes 5 threes. It's annoying. Yeah.
So they need to put themselves in a
decision
position.
making.
Yeah.
Because it's you see, Marcus Smart just jacks up some threes sometimes.
Hey, he makes them though, man. In the playoffs, he's actually pretty fucking good.
Yeah,
man.
but it's I don't know. You watch the games and it's you live by Marcus Smart and you die by Marcus Smart.
100%.
Because he does a lot of really dumb shit as well. When he drives into the paint, he tries to be a point guard.
Yeah.
And he just throws it away, or he just bricks it off the backboard or something. If you watch the games, you'll see he does some really dumb shit.
He has some very careless turnovers the last few games. I've definitely noticed. He is definitely capable of being a very good point guard, but yeah, he has really good chemistry with Jaylen Brown. I don't know if you guys noticed these little details. Bro, those backdoor cuts between Smart, when he just bounce passes it to Brown. You get 2-3 of those a game, man. But yeah.
I mean, Jaylen Brown, I feel if he can actually be that consistent offensive guy, because what is he averaging 56% from the field and 40+% from 3? Just keep riding him. because Tatum's gonna have hot and cold games, man. Like you can take a few shots in the first quarter, and if it doesn't drop, man, do other things like you said.
Yeah.
You don't have to keep forcing shots up.
The thing is, Brown, he'll start off like 12, 13, 14 points in the first quarter. It ends up with like 20, you know.
Yeah, but that's part
because
of the reason.
they both play very heavy ISO game. So by the time it hits the fourth quarter, they're like both tired.
It's that, and then like once it goes to the fourth quarter, they just naturally just give it to Tatum.
Yeah.
I hate that. I hate like the games where like Tatum's like 3 of 19.
Yeah.
Jaylen Brown's hit like 8 of 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen so many of those games this season, man.
There's
like,
a lot of them, and Tatum just gets the ball.
But it's weird because it feels like everyone kind of like the ball goes to Tatum and everyone's okay with that.
Because he's the
superstar,
he's the
right?
leader.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, like, you look at all the other successful teams in the past, I don't know, few years. It's not always that one person. You don't live and die necessarily with your best player. It's about role players stepping up, especially when it comes to the finals.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, like Kobe back in 2010 Game 7, he had a really bad offensive game. He still grabbed 13 rebounds.
Oh, you remember the exact
Yeah.
number? I just know he grabbed a lot, but
13 rebounds,
13.
key assist to bloody Meta World Peace for that knockdown 3. Like, it's stuff like that, you know, these guys have to do. Like, if you're a true superstar, don't just focus on, you know, putting the ball in the hoop. Like, you can impact the game in other ways.
And Tatum has shown he can do that, but it's just a matter of consistency. Can he do that on the biggest stage as well? Like, can he recognize that, you know, my shot's not falling, let me get the other guys involved a bit more. You know, the attention's always going to be on me. Let me try and kick it out to someone that's got the hot hand. So, yeah, I think that's the key.
Is there a chance that the Sixers could upset the Celtics?
There's always a chance, man. I mean, fuck, when you get the whistle that Joel Embiid does, fucking, there's always a chance. Like, it's not just that, though. Here's what I think. James Harden, I don't think you can rely on him to drop 40 points every single game. He's not.
No. But you need him to drop 20. You need him to drop 20.
You need him to drop 30, realistically.
You know,
Maxey has historically struggled against the Celtics. Because the Celtics have, like, length when it comes to perimeter defenders.
Yeah.
Like, Maxey's going to struggle. Harris, I don't know, man. He's just being relegated to a spot up shooter.
He might have one good game. I think you only need...
He played well against the Nets in the opening round.
Yeah, the Sixers need one good game from Harris to potentially make it a close and even come out...
If
on
Maxey
the other
or
side.
Harris, either
Yeah,
or, has
yeah.
a good game, then it can get very interesting.
Yeah.
Assuming James Harden has an average game.
I reckon
Yeah,
it'll go to 7.
It looks like it,
It looks like it'll go to 7.
It looks like it.
I can't decide. I can't definitively say who will win. Like, it's just so 50-50 for me.
Yeah. It's honestly a really good rivalry, like, between Celtics and Sixers. I like watching those series.
Yeah.
In terms of path to the finals, I reckon, like, for Celtics, if they can get over the hump of the Sixers, I reckon it's pretty
Easier
easy
path
days.
for sure.
Yeah.
Because I reckon they'll destroy the Heat.
Oh, I don't know about that,
Like,
man. I do not know about
Jimmy
that.
Butler's good, but the
I had the
Celtics,
same
Celtics are deep.
You reckon
I had
the
the same
Celtics will
thought,
destroy
yeah.
the Heat? Bro, I don't know what it
Just
is.
look at
Jimmy
matchups.
Butler fucking scares me, man.
Look at matchups, right? You have one big in Bam Adebayo. We're sort of skipping ahead, so we're assuming that the Heat make it to the conference final
And
along
we're
with the
assuming
Celtics.
the Celtics make it, yeah.
So Bam is going up against 2, arguably 3 bigs in Al Horford, Rob Williams, Grant Williams even. Like, dude, Bam doesn't do well against those big body
doesn't.
guys, yeah.
Well, they're not even big. Like, the Celtics bigs aren't even
They're
traditional big
But they're
body
just
guys,
like,
but
they're
yeah.
like contact, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They thrive in that kind of situation.
Also, Bam's just not a great playoff player. Yeah, period.
Yeah.
Bit of a tongue twister there. But, yeah, I mean, I think Jimmy, like, fuck, he just scares me, bro. Like, he's going to drop, like, 40, 45 points, like, pretty frequently. And it's just a matter of if one or two of their role players can step up, then it can get interesting.
I think Jimmy will definitely do what he's doing now.
Wait, didn't that happen last year?
They went to 7.
They went
Yeah,
to
they
7,
did
and
go
then
to
Jimmy
7.
had that
That
3-pointer
that he missed, yeah,
exactly.
It was that close, yeah.
Exactly. I mean, their supporting cast is a bit weaker now compared to last season, but hey,
No
they got
hero.
past the Milwaukee Bucks, bro. So who am I to
that's
say
true.
what they can't do, right? So
But I'm just looking at, like, defensively for the Heat, right? Who is their defensive stopper outside of Bam and Butler? Because you got to worry about
They
Tatum
play
and Brown.
zone, so like
oh, bro,
They
there's
can play
zone,
zone,
there's
yeah.
zone, bro. Whenever they play zone against Boston, Boston just freezes, man. They don't know what.
I think
fuck
that's
to
the
do.
secret.
But
Yeah.
it's weird because Boston should be built to play against a zone defense.
Yeah, you got guys like
Because
Brown
everyone
and
can
Brogdon,
shoot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Everyone except Rob Williams
yeah.
can shoot.
You got shooters and like you got guys who can
Yeah.
just like create their own shot. Like they can break
Yeah.
down the zone as well. Like guys like Brown
so
and
I don't know,
Brogdon.
it's
Yeah.
just weird, but
They just freeze. Honestly,
I don't know. I reckon if the Celtics get past the Sixers, it'll be the Heat or even the Knicks will be an easier matchup than the Sixers.
The Knicks will be a super easy.
probably
I don't know
be
about
their
that, man. Like the Celtics, I think on the season are 1-3 against the Knicks. I know regular season is one thing, playoffs are another thing.
Yeah.
Also, you can't rely on Julius Randle and RJ Barrett to show up because they showed up in the regular season, man.
In a conference final, no, I don't expect
Yeah.
either of those guys to show up.
Look, I mean, without going into too much detail, I think if the Celtics meet the Heat, I think it's season 6, a nervous season 6. If it's Celtics versus the Knicks, I think it could be 5, maybe even.
What about Celtics versus Sixers in the current series? Is that going to
I
6
still
or
think
7?
I still think it's 6, man.
Yeah?
I think it's 6. I don't think it's going to 7. Actually, it might. It might got it open.
I think it goes to 7.
So it's
tough,
a
man.
best of 3 now. So you got
I gotta
Two
like. I
games
definitely
in
think. I definitely think they'll protect home court
yeah
tomorrow.
yeah
Game 6. Oh, it's a coin toss, man. It's a
Yeah.
coin toss. Like really, like it just really depends on which Jason Tatum's going to show up. You know, even if he can get you like 25, 28, which is a below average game for him, like I like our chances. Yeah, just depends.
I think he's due for a big offensive game. I mean, he's been a
That's what I said.
quiet.
That's what I said.
The last
Every
game.
single game in the finals last season, bro, against the Warriors.
yeah.
I was just waiting for him to break through, and he never did. But yeah, that's my prediction. All right, so that's the Celtics path. Let's talk about the Lakers.
So in terms of the Lakers, obviously they're up 3-1 against the Warriors right now. So it's a bit of a different situation compared to Celtics that are tied 2-2.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm hopeful that we can close the Warriors out in Game 5, but
That ain't happening.
yeah,
bro.
obviously we're aware that we're going back to bloody Chase Center.
It's not just that. I feel like they're going to take their foot off the pedal a bit. Be a little
Yeah,
complacent. I think they're going to lose it.
They do that mistake. Yeah, they've been doing
Celtics,
that.
a lot of teams do that. Even
Yeah.
the Celtics, they always play down to their opponents.
Yeah.
Well, that's not playing down, but like, yeah, they just take their foot off
But
the
see,
gas.
this is where I think they will step up because LeBron knows that. Look, if we drop one in Chase Center and they get momentum going back to
Anything
crypto,
can happen.
it could go to 7 games.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to give a team like the Warriors any sliver of hope that they can actually keep winning games.
Yeah.
We got them down bad. We won 2 in a row. Like, it's time to just kill them. You know what I mean? Defending champs, you can't play around with that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So I think Lakers. My original prediction in our video was Lakers in 6, but I hope that it's going to be in 5 games, and that means we get extra rest as well for the next matchup.
Yeah.
I want the Warriors to win just because of the story.
What's the story?
They come back to
Yeah,
Oh,
'cause it's
right.
like,
Oh, right.
it's like, you know, the Cleveland were down 3-1, and then LeBron and Kyrie,
yeah.
you know, won and beat them and whatnot. So, but it's not the same because it wasn't the finals. But if it does happen, it'll just be funny because it's just like like Steph will have beat LeBron after being down 3-1, so they're kind of even in that kind of respect.
Yeah.
So like, I just want to see what storylines.
And look, it's definitely possible because remember back in the bubble, the Nuggets came back 2 series being down 3-1 versus the Jazz
I forgot about that.
and versus the Clippers.
Yeah.
They did it twice in
about that.
one playoff run. So that's what I'm saying. Like, can't count the Warriors out, especially you have Steph Curry that's just cooking. Steve Kerr's coming up with these crazy game plans. It's just I get scared. Like every
Whenever
time
there's a new starter, right?
yeah, I was like, what the. They started GP2 today, and then he just popped off, man. Like
he freaking chundered in his own mouth.
That was fucking nasty.
Ran off the court.
Yeah.
and
Oh,
Draymond
man.
passed it
At least
to
they
like,
didn't-
everybody. I don't understand what happened. I
It's-
want to hear
Yeah,
about what
I don't know
happened.
either, yeah.
yeah, I didn't quite catch that as well. But yeah, I don't
Well,
know, so
Yeah, well, Lakers are kind of the opposite, right? They're kind of in an easier position, and then if they do win, they've got like probably the hardest matchup.
Yeah.
yeah. See, I was thinking about this today. I was like, would Warriors be the hardest matchup from a Western Conference point of view? Like, once we beat the Warriors, does it get easier between the Suns or the Nuggets, or does it actually get harder? I can't really make up my
I think
mind.
you look at how well. I think both the Suns and Nuggets are pretty like tough matchups, man. Like, firstly, look at how well KD and Book are playing right now. That's a tough matchup for anyone, man.
Yeah.
They're averaging like almost 80 points combined
Yeah,
together.
yeah.
Actually, I think
Yeah, it's
probably around 70 combined.
Yeah,
like,
70
bro.
to 80. Yeah, it's nuts. And
it's
they're doing
nuts.
this on back-to-back games as well.
Exactly.
So,
Like with efficiency levels that we haven't seen before. Well, from Booker that is, right?
Yeah.
And then with the Nuggets, obviously you got a very good matchup for Jokic and AD. But then, bro, whenever AD sits, man, it's barbecue chicken. You're gonna have it's either Wenyan Gabriel or like a Rui Hachimura.
Wenyan Gabriel will not be able to defend Jokic.
Bro, he'll get fucking pushed around like a bro. Yeah,
dude, like AD will play the exact same minutes that Jokic plays just because we need him to.
Yeah, you gotta hope he doesn't get into foul trouble. Or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, if AD gets in foul trouble, you're fucked.
Yeah, I mean, when that series first started and the Nuggets went up 2-0, I was like, "Fuck, the Nuggets look really good."
Also, my memory's so bad.
I'm actually scared of them, right? And then the Suns come back and win 2 at home as well. And then I'm looking, they're pretty good as well.
I don't think the Lakers can beat either the Suns or the.
Oh. I thought when you said 2-0, I thought you were talking about the bubble Lakers versus.
No.
Nuggets.
This
I don't know.
yeah.
I honestly don't think the Lakers can beat either of them, to be honest.
Hey, but everyone counted us out for the playoffs, the first round, the second round.
Hey man, I'm a Celtics fan. I didn't count them out.
I don't know, man.
I think the Lakers make. I think. Yeah.
No, but
I always had the Lakers getting past the Warriors anyway.
Yeah.
The Warriors is always hard because they're kind of like anyone can kind of beat them, but they can also beat anyone. You know what I mean?
In a 7-game series, 100%. I don't know, man. I feel more confident in being able to beat the Suns than I am with the Nuggets, just because, like, we predicate our team on our size and our defense. And when you look at the Nuggets, they've got size too, right? We'll get stops like they'll. I mean, can we even get stops against them? Like, Murray, Jokic pick and roll, it's going to be really hard to defend.
It is, especially when AD's in the top of the key.
Yeah.
Trying to guard that, man.
Yeah.
He's already getting drawn out of the paint. That's going to be tough. I mean, with the Suns, one benefit is that you're going to have Vando guarding either KD or Book.
Yeah, 100%.
Which is going to be helpful. And I think a guy like Troy Brown Jr. is going to have to come in handy that series as well. You just got to hope he can hit some threes, man.
Do something.
You just got to hope he can hit
Troy Brown
threes.
Jr. has been shit.
I know he has, but like you're going to need him because like
now that Lonnie's playing well.
Yeah.
You're going to put Lonnie like who's going to guard KD and Booker, bro? Besides Vando, come on, man. And if Vando's guarding those guys, he's playing like 20 minutes a night, maybe 25 if you're lucky.
Maybe we can get KCP on loan. Stick him on Booker.
I think you're probably going to have to play Troy Brown Jr.
Yeah.
Because he's got defensive versatility.
Yeah.
Which like Reeves, like he's a good defender, he's a smart positional defender, but he doesn't have that foot speed or lateral quickness and that kind of stuff.
It's more my concern on the defensive end is less so KD, because I know Vando is going to pick up KD. It's more Booker, because all of our guards, they can sort of hold their own on the defensive end, but they're small. Reeves, Schroeder, small. D'Lo.
Oh yeah, you got
quite
Schroeder.
small.
I forgot about. I think Schroeder would be a good matchup on Book actually. Now that
he will be, but then once Booker puts his back against the thing and does his mid-range game, it's very hard. He can shoot right over.
Well, it's cooking KCP right now, man.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. KCP's a really, really good defender.
I think they're two different types of defenders. Schroeder is like pick you up full court, pesky, fucking like
He'll just sort of wear you down over the course of the game.
Exactly.
So
actually, I forgot about Schroeder. I think he does well against Book.
Yeah, because
relative to everyone else's standards.
I mean, the reason why I'm not worried about the Suns as much is they don't have depth, right? You got CP3 that's playing on one leg.
He's going to be out for the rest of the playoffs, bro.
But they said he's going to be reevaluated after game 5.
It's a groin injury, man. Look what AD went through in 2021, bro.
Yeah.
CP3.
LeBron missed half the season.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's not coming back after like 2-3 weeks or whatever the timeline was. It's not happening. Even if he does, bro, you just get him on a switch every single possession, bro. What the fuck?
Yeah. So, I mean, unless Landry Shamet cooks the Lakers like he did in Game 4, like, I see it being very hard for them to just keep up with our defense.
It's fair. I mean, the Lakers have the best defense in the playoffs right now. That's one thing to keep in mind, I mean, stingy defense is one thing, but when you got like two generational type scorers like KD and Book, fuck.
You can only do so much. And look, I'm happy to give those two guys 30 points each, as long as the role players...
That's already guaranteed.
Yeah,
they're going to have to get...
That's fine,
get 40 points each.
Yeah, that's fine, but everyone else, make them take tough shots. Like Torrey Craig,
Hey, they were leaving him open in the opening round. I don't know if you want him taking the open shots, bro.
Yeah, he was pretty hot in the first round.
He's out this, like he hasn't been playing this series, but you can bet he's going to be back and he's most likely going to start against LA, man. He's going to be the one picking up the one, bro.
I think he'll be very important in that series if they actually make it out.
For sure.
Yeah, maybe Phoenix has a chance of. Maybe Lakers can beat Phoenix. I started thinking of like who the players are, and then I got to 5, and then I couldn't think of any more. So I was like, okay, maybe, probably can.
I mean, they had Cam Payne coming off the bench, and now they got to pull him into the starting lineup. So that's one less player in their depth chart.
But like, man, he shouldn't be playing. The thing is, Booker's been playing very good as a point guard. Man.
He has, he has.
So that's the thing. If you have Booker running point, you just need like a Shamet, a Damian Lee, a Terrence Ross. If they can hit their open shots, all of a sudden,
Terrence Ross.
They got T. Ross. They got TJ Warren. They started playing a basket. Yeah, they played.
They got good players on paper, man, but those guys just haven't been playing well.
They just picked up a bunch of flamethrowers and just
exactly.
Well, I think they knew they had to. But that's sort of the Suns on offense and how the Lakers are going to combat that. But flipping it on the other side, the Lakers on offense, I don't see anyone stopping Anthony Davis.
Yeah, himself, bro.
Besides himself. DA, I don't think he can play.
Hey, he's getting outplayed by Jock Landale, bro.
Exactly. And Jock Landale was, 6'9" as a center.
Is it? I don't know. I mean,
AD's got size.
You should never get outplayed by a guy called Jock Landale.
As the first overall,
Jock Landale.
All of the Suns games versus the Nuggets have been very high scoring. So it doesn't really look like they play much defense. It's more about who can outscore who rather than getting stops.
It's literally like Jokic and Murray versus Booker and Kevin.
Yeah. There's really not much defense to be played, to be honest. But
that's what I mean. So teams like that, they will probably struggle against a team like the Lakers where we do play defense.
I mean, what are your predictions then? With all that being said, Lakers versus Suns, what's your prediction? Lakers versus Nuggets, what's your prediction?
Lakers versus Suns, I got Lakers in 6. In 7? Look, for the sake of this video, where we're potentially saying it's a finals matchup between Lakers and Celtics, we have to get the Lakers across somehow, right? So if we verse Nuggets, it's probably going to go to 7. We're not going to have home court advantage anymore in the whole playoffs, so that's kind of shit. Unless we play the Heat in the finals. Double rematch. So no more home court advantage. So it will be tough, but I have faith in my guys and the way that we've been playing. So to recap, if the Lakers versus Suns, Lakers in 6. If we versus the Nuggets, Lakers in 7. What do you guys think?
I think both in 7.
Okay.
Yeah, for the sake of this video, Lakers in 7. I think the Nuggets one is a lot closer though. I don't know.
Yeah.
But the Nuggets bench is dog shit as well, man.
I think the Lakers can beat the Suns in 7.
You don't see them getting past the Nuggets.
I don't see them getting past the Nuggets.
They're getting past the Nuggets for the video, bro.
So Nuggets in 6.
Okay.
The other question is, can the Nuggets beat the Suns?
Oh man, I don't know.
I think they will. Devin Booker can't keep having nights like this.
But that's what people said after the first time he had that game.
Yeah, I know, but he can't. If he keeps doing it, then great.
Like law of averages.
But he basically has to keep
Yeah,
playing like this in order for Phoenix to win. So it's up to him, really.
Do you guys ever get this feeling, especially for watching this playoff, you kind of get the feeling like after one game, one team looks really, really good, and then the next game happens and that team gets shit on, and then the mindset just sort of changes. You're like, oh my god, that team looks really good now as well.
That's just basketball these days, man, because the pace, the talent of the game.
But I've never really had that feeling before. I was like, this team is the favourite going in, and they're going to be a favourite all the way through. But that caught me by surprise this year.
Yeah, because there haven't really been any like sweeps.
Yeah.
Or gentleman sweeps, except for the
76ers
and Nets.
Yeah, exactly. That's true.
Everything else has been a
Timberwolves.
No, that went
6.
6.
That went to
Or was it 5?
No, that was 5.
That might have been 5. Yeah. So there was 2 gentlemen sweeps.
But that one didn't feel like it because all the games were close.
Yeah, there were a few close games. There were. But yeah, that's an interesting sort of thought that I had on that one.
I think it's because we understand basketball more. We're not just watching. we can see the rotations and like the
Yeah.
adjustments they make.
Yeah, that's true.
Like
That's
fucking
true.
today's game when Steve Kerr started like GP2, I was like, what the hell?
And then when you see it, you're
This is
like,
like every single game there's like a different starting lineup.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
It's to throw Ham off guard as well.
100%, yeah. All right, so now we've got our dream matchup: Lakers versus Celtics, 2023 NBA Finals.
they've made it there.
How does
Somehow,
it play out?
miraculously.
Yeah.
It's not that miraculous. I mean, they're both like on the right track, man. The Lakers more so than the Celtics.
Yeah,
but,
Lakers more so than the
100%.
Celtics.
but then it's also evened out by the fact that the Lakers have a tougher matchup in the next round than the Celtics would have.
Yeah.
So it kind of evens out in that
Yeah.
sense.
That's true. Okay, we've got to sort of factor that in to our finals prediction as well. Like, if we're saying Lakers are going to go the distance in the conference final, that means LeBron's going to be gassed for the NBA Finals, and they're going to have no rest, pretty much.
Yeah.
Right, and we've seen how he's been playing all playoffs. He needs his rest.
Yeah.
He makes one big play and he's freaking gassed. It's like,
Doesn't
sub
play
me out,
defense for
sub me
5
out.
seconds.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's definitely a factor.
Predictions. Lakers, Celtics. Hypothetical.
I think the Celtics win in 5, man.
Oh. Oh. Damn. Do you agree with that though, as a Celtics fan?
Like, okay, fine. Okay,
I don't think 5.
let's say 6. Let's say 6. I think
Yeah.
6 is like realistic.
It's
I think
fairly
I think
realistic.
I think it's 6 or 7.
But Celtics, both you guys go on Celtics.
I don't think the Lakers can beat the Celtics.
Newton's nervous.
I think I would say Celtics in 6 or 7, 6.5 if I could. But game 7, do I trust LeBron?
6.5, you got to round up, man.
But do I trust the Celtics in a game 7 against LeBron? Not really, if I'm being honest.
So without me going into predictions yet, I'm gonna talk about why I think Lakers have a chance and maybe why Celtics have a chance.
Yep.
I think the Celtics coaching is pretty shit.
And Darvin Ham is no mastermind.
Yo,
himself.
Darvin Ham's putting in work, man.
Lately, he
You're
has
seeing
been.
all the
I won't
adjustments
lie.
and stuff that he's been making, man.
Lately, yeah.
He's been doing good.
Credit
good
to
job.
him. Lately.
Bro, instead of putting Vando on Steph to start game 3, he had Reeves guarding Steph and Vando guarding Draymond, so that when Draymond comes and set a screen for Steph,
Yeah.
they can just switch that
Yeah.
automatically, and then
Yeah.
Vando goes to Steph. Like, that's fucked. That's so... Anyway. We use our timeouts as well, man. We went into the fourth quarter with 2 timeouts.
Hey, that's
Today.
Hey, that's all right, man. Because then game 1 in the NBA Finals, we'll have 20 timeouts ready to go.
Hey, you can't take those timeouts with you, man. You can't save them for the next game, bro. And look, thinking back in the regular season, so both season matchups were close.
Yeah.
Arguably, Lakers should have won one of them on that non-call.
Yep.
And that was pre-trade deadline, so it was before we had our revamped roster.
Hey, we added Mike Muscala, bro.
Lakers legend, Hawks legend, Mike Muscala.
Let me see if there were any key injuries during those 2 games that were played.
Yeah,
so
trying to make excuses for the
I'm just
Celtics
taking
right
a look.
here.
So Smart didn't play one of them. Oh, I think Robert Williams was out for the other one too. So Robert Williams missed both. And then in one game, the Celtics also didn't have Smart. And then in one game, the Celtics didn't have Horford as well.
Yeah.
So in terms of the injury, I mean, but that kind of balances out with the whole new roster and trade deadline and all that kind of stuff, right? Not really. But still,
Hey, Reeves wasn't him yet.
Yeah, that's true.
Reeves wasn't him yet.
And there was like a stat when he said, "I'm him," and then his stats went, "Who am him?"
He made it up today though.
Yeah,
He had
he
17
did.
big points. Yeah. I mean, Rui wasn't him either.
He hasn't done much the past 2-3 games though.
So, but that's my argument for the Lakers.
That's
fair.
fair.
Situationally, in the regular season, the matchups were close. Our roster wasn't the same as what it is now.
Mm-hmm.
Plus the Celtics sort of inconsistency and their coaching question marks. I feel like those sort of factors will give the Lakers a chance to take a couple of games. At least one game from TD.
Hey, Joe Mazzulla's got that.
He's got
Championship
he's got a big
run
L on
on
his
his
head.
head.
He's got a big L on his head from the finals, man.
Man, look, I don't think Joe's a horrible coach. I just think he has his flaws, man. But yeah, look, it's tough either way because I I'll be honest with you. Oh wait, you guys got Vando now. I keep forgetting. I was gonna say no one's stopping Tatum and Brown, but you got fucking Vanderbilt now.
Well, Vando's going to stop, well, not stop, but
Yeah.
sort of deter, impede somewhat one or the other.
Yeah,
The question is who's guarding
Tatum
the other
can
guy.
easily be deterred. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, he doesn't like contact, man. Just
Yeah,
give him
he
a couple
doesn't-
of shoves.
Yeah. Fuck. Okay. I still think Celtics win, but I'll lean towards 7.
I still think
Yeah,
Celtics
I mean,
win.
Celtics have the depth,
They would be the favourites.
they have the talent, yeah, and they have home court advantage, which is
Yeah.
I mean 3 biggest factors you could say in any finals.
I think we've got a lot of bodies to throw at LeBron as well.
Grant Williams, would be
AD as well.
yeah,
You got, like,
you got
Few
Horford.
bigs.
Horford, Rob Will. I mean, Grant Will, he's 6'6", but he's
Is
fucking-
Grant Will 6'6" only?
He's
Yeah,
6'6",
he's
bro.
6'6", he's
But he's like chubby, you know.
I feel like
That's why he comes in handy against Giannis and like Embiid and stuff like
Oh
that.
no, I was thinking about Robert Will. Never
He's
mind.
only
he's
6'8".
6'8",
Oh, he's
6'9".
only 6'8".
He's only 6'8".
I was going to say 6'9".
Maybe 6'9". I'm pretty
He
sure
plays
he's 6'8",
big.
though.
He plays
He's
big.
shorter
got
than
long
LeBron.
arms. He's got long arms.
LeBron's
man.
6'9".
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
shorter than LeBron. Yeah.
But Rob's got long arms. Yeah.
Who do you think would take LeBron? Because I would have thought Grant Williams would
It'll be-
definitely get big minutes on LeBron.
Grant Williams
Yeah,
will
it'll
probably
probably
get
be
20,
Grant
25
Williams.
minutes on him. It will mainly be Tatum though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they were matching each other up.
Yeah, in the
in
regular
the
season.
regular season.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
were. Let me tell you right now, Tatum, like, bro, he's a very good defender, man. I actually think if you talk purely best two-way like wings, as
Yeah.
in shooting guards
Yeah.
/ small forwards, I think he's the best in the league right now.
He's up
I
there.
think he is.
Well, I don't know if I take him as best in the league.
It's overall two-way play, elite on both ends of the floor.
Not
I'd
Giannis.
take
Giannis a two-way
He's,
player.
he's not a wing though. He's a big man. He's a power forward. He's a power forward. When I say wing, I mean shooting guard,
Okay.
small forward,
Yeah, yeah.
like strictly.
Yeah.
I think he's the best two-way wing
Yeah.
man.
And
Maybe Paul George, maybe a locked-in Kawhi when he's on both ends, but
or a not injured Kawhi.
yeah, but I think it's Tatum right now.
Yeah, I think Brown can be a pretty good defensive
Yeah,
player
made
as
some
well. if
fucking
he wants to.
dumb, made some dumb reads last game, bro. Fucking
Yeah.
doubling on Embiid.
Yeah, you
It's
apologize
shit
for that, man.
I know, but shit like that, like off-board defense has always been like not off-board defense, like his IQ and off-board
Yeah,
defense
yeah,
has always
yeah.
been a bit of an issue for him.
Yeah.
He has improved, but then then he did that. I'm just like, fuck. And overall, he did a very good job on Harden for the 3 games he was put on Harden, and then
Yeah.
Harden went off for, what was it, 42 or 45
Yeah.
in game 3. No, game 4. That's interesting, man. Like, yeah, the Celtics have so many bodies to throw at LeBron.
They do.
Grant, Brown, Tatum, and Smart.
probably
That's
get
4.
some minutes on
He
him as
will.
well. Yeah,
That's like 4 guys you can put
Yeah.
on Bron.
yeah.
And then when you talk about like guys that can match up on D'Angelo Russell and Austin Reeves, I'll be honest with you, I don't see those 2 guys having very good series against
Yeah,
Boston, like either of them.
Yeah, I
like,
think so.
I don't know, like as a fan, I don't know if you guys feel this way, like of your team, like you just know there are certain players who are just gonna play well
Yeah.
against your team, even if they're not superstars. Like
Yeah.
they can just be a random player. You know they're gonna pop
And
off.
you're saying those guys aren't the guys.
I
that
don't
can
think they're
pop
gonna pop
Yeah.
off. I don't think they're gonna pop off.
Yeah, I don't think D'Lo and Schroeder can do much. They're just too small.
Yeah, they're too small for one, and secondly, I feel like
Boston switches everything.
yeah.
So all
Sometimes
those
for the worst.
all those pick and
Our
rolls
offense.
that they run.
I think also the Laker role players, due to their lack of experience, especially for a stage like the finals, this is the time where these type of players usually crack under pressure.
Yeah.
But that's why you have guys like LeBron, picking them up.
Well, we'll see. Let us know what you guys think.
It's close, man. There's
Yeah.
so many variables. It can really go either way.
And it's basketball, man. Like you literally never know.
Yeah, I mean, like, bro, like literally, like 2 seconds is all it takes for like, the scales to swing, right? Like, one team can be winning, and then 2 seconds later,
one play or
exactly.
or a one timeout not called.
Yeah, exactly. No, legit though. Like that's
Yeah,
just basketball these days, and
it's gonna be good. Have I got my prediction yet? I probably reckon Celtics in. Let's do Celtics in 7. I'm gonna be modest here. I'm not gonna go on a limb and be like, yeah, fucking Lakers just gonna win everything.
I reckon if it goes to 7,
if it goes to 7, it gets very interesting.
I reckon if it
Yeah.
goes to 7, the Lakers have got it.
It's anyone's
Because
game.
it means that the Celtics have broken down and the
Yeah,
Lakers have
It's
got
not
it.
just.
Yeah.
I don't know about broken down because it's just that.
I reckon it's
Either
either
game 7, you got LeBron. on your
yeah,
side.
it's either Lakers in 7 or Celtics in 5.
Oh,
Did you say 6? Oh, did you say 5 originally?
Yeah,
You said 5 originally.
I
it's-
said
yeah, I
5.
think it's
originally.
6.
It's either
Celtics
Celtics
in
in
6 or
5 or
7.
Lakers in 7.
I have hope, man. I just keep thinking back to the regular season. I'm like, fuck. Games decided by less than 5 points. Our roster's been revamped. I don't care about any injuries on your side because, it cancels each other out.
That's fair.
Yeah. It'll be good if it actually happens, and I hope it does.
We all hope it does.
Yeah.
I hope it does. But yeah, that's it for this video. So let us know what you guys think in the comment section below. This is all hypothetical, but teams make it there, so we could end up looking like fucking idiots.
Or we could be the first ones that actually predicted the finals matchup.
Exactly.
So we'll see how it turns out.
Yeah. But yeah,
Thanks for watching.
and we'll see you in the next one.